What's good, y'all? It's your boy Bad C, aka Nicholas Cage, aka Larry J. Blige, aka your mother's baby father. Yo, we back again with another episode of your favorite song where I sit down with my favorite artist. I tell them what I think that my favorite song is as a fan. They tell me what their favorite song is. It could be a song they produced. It could be a song they did an ad lib on. It could be a song in a hard drive that never came out. It could be a song, man. It could be a song they just got in their head that they never recorded. But this is how we get closer to the artist. So tonight, my special guest, man. Listen, I'm from Brooklyn. All right. So the guest that I have on is the equivalent as a Brooklyn native. It'd be the equivalent of a nigga in Houston was interviewing Bun B right now. You know what I'm saying? Or if a nigga in LA was interviewing Daz Dillinger right now, or Corrupt. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the General, Billy Danze. What's good, big bro?
What's good, champ? I like the superhero intro. I'm for it.
Yo, it's real though. Like, bro, it's real. I want to tell you first of all. I mean, I interviewed you before. I had a show back in the days called 6 Man Radio. You was on there. But I need to tell you, man, that listening to you and Fame, bro, in the Walkman was different. You know what I'm saying? Going to school. It was different, you know.
Right,
for us being B-boys from the hood, we already walk a certain way anyway. But
right.
It's something about having the headphones on and you hear. Hey, yo, what's up? What? Oh God, yo, bro. Bro, for something like it's funny you say superhero shit, but you guys made me feel like, bro, I'm only like 5'10". I'm a slim dude. Yo, bro, I feel like I'm about 7 feet. I feel like, bro, like I gotta thank you, bro. I gotta thank you for basically helping to raise me. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I hear
Word
you,
up. Basically helping to raise me, man. I appreciate you, Brody. Word up.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you too, man. I appreciate your energy, bro. Like this is something that's needed for artists. Like artists don't we don't when we have most interviews or just even just fans, like everybody's just so cool and so nonchalant now. Like we don't get to feed off the energy from the people that we give this music to or that we make this music for. You know what I mean? So we don't really get to do that. So I appreciate that coming from you, man. That's inspiring. Man. So that's gonna send me to the studio possibly. You know what I mean?
Ah, Stevie J hand rub. Word up. So before we jump into it, I want to ask you what you got coming up, like what you got on deck. What can we look for?
Oh, that's crazy you asked. I'm really excited today because yesterday I actually released a project called the Re-Listening Session. Last year I put out something called the Listening Session, and it was basically fueled by somebody trolling me on the internet saying that I can't rap, I was never nice,
What?
So I took that energy. I took his, because he was trying to, I don't know if it was a male, female, younger, older, I don't know, but they was trying to, get to me and be real negative. So I took that negative energy, turned it into a positive, and I literally just started making a ridiculous amounts of records. So I dedicated to that person, whoever he or she may be. I put out a project called the Listening Session, just so that person could listen. Like, you think I can't rap? I need you to listen to this.
Well,
right?
well, so, big bro. They didn't mean it, big bro. They was deaf. Yo, do you know? Yo, listen. It took me a while to realize this too, but there are people who professionally wake up every day just to talk crazy, bro. They could love you. They could have your shit playing in the background, doing push-ups to your shit, and just like, wait, hold on. Let me tell them I hate this shit, and then get back and singing your shit.
Right. Well, I call them professional haters, right? And me as a man of the people, I vow to keep you haters employed because I'm gonna bust your ass every time I put a record out, right? So, so last year in November, I put out the Listening Session. Yesterday I released the re-listening session, which is a full remix of every record, top to bottom. I added four new joints on there. And again, like remixes are designed to give you a different feel. So I made every record feel the total opposite of what you got the first time. And I added four more joints, and it's called the re-listening session. It's out right now. The single off of that is called The Chief, produced by my guy Praise.
I heard
amazing.
That. Okay. That shit is nuts.
Okay. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
That shit is nuts. Yeah, I heard
Thank
that.
You, brother.
Yeah, recently, like you about a week ago. Matter of fact,
yeah, I put that.
I think Primo
played
it.
Yeah,
I think Preem played it.
Yeah, well, we'll make sure you get it. If you don't got it in your hands, I'll make sure you get it.
No doubt.
So yeah, the re-listening session is out. You know what I mean? Anybody paying attention, make sure y'all go get that. Stream it, buy it, support your artist that you say you rock with, you love, and you really want to hear that music. So other than that, I got a whole bunch of other things. Fame is putting his solo works together. My brother Teflon is putting his solo works together. We're still working on MOP projects and collaboration projects. So yeah, man, we working hard, bro. We're enjoying it now.
Teflon, fire.
Yeah,
fire.
Nuts. Always been nuts. I just listened to a joint that I did. One of my joints is called Ain't Gonna Do Shit. And Tef is on that.
Fire.
His verse is so nuts, bro. So nuts. So yeah, my guy, he's on it. And he just released a video called Life in the Feds, produced by Jazzy Moto. Premieres on the scratches, did the mix for it. So the video is out now too. So
what's up with Fox?
Fox is good. She's chilling, man. Fox is really she's in mommy mode. You know what I'm saying? Like she's in mommy mode. Fox was always 100% down. So, she had to pipe it down a little bit. She's in mommy mode, making sure she's raising her son properly. And he's a grown man now, but so he's off. Nephew's off to college, so she's doing a great job as being a mother. And she had that experience for watching over us so many years. You know what I'm saying? She's like, shit, if I could watch over y'all, this little dude ain't gonna be, much to deal with. But shit, nephew was hard to deal with, but she got through it.
That's what's up. So are we gonna see another MOP album? I know we're gonna see one soon.
Of course. See, that's the thing, right? I'm not gonna give a date on it, but we got so many MOP records. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, we do those records once or twice a month. We might come up with 3 records a month and just throw it, stockpile it or whatever. I feel this way, bro. And I don't think anybody owes me anything, but I put in a lot of work. Myself, Fame, Lays, Tef, Fox, Flip, everybody. We put in a lot of work. We're not just going to be throwing out those diamonds for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody needs to really, I just need people to really show their appreciation. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't showed your appreciation up until this point, I'm going to give you a shot to show your appreciation, right? As we move forward. And if you don't get your act together by then I just ain't gonna give you what you need, because we're trying to help you get out of this good music recession. You know what I mean? Right. We're here for that. Right. You know what I'm saying? But right. I mean, you gotta show some kind of real genuine support for the work that not just me and Fame, but the work that artists do, like real artists, real solid artists, not these cats that's just doing what everybody else does. And again, I'm never hating on anybody or talking down on anybody, but I'm an artist, man, and I need to be inspired. That's why our conversation is inspiring to me. If I get this from everybody I sit down and talk to and do an interview with, then yeah, man, I'm grabbing my pen, I'm going to work. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the artists out there, the top artists, they don't inspire me because, if I want to hear 10 of them, all I got to do is listen to one of them because they all sound alike. It's nothing moving me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what, big bro? Here's the thing, though. This is the problem. I think that there's really no organization. It's so all over the place. And I think that if there was some sort of organization, it would be cool. And I think the problem is everybody's so proud to take organization because everybody's either a boss or this, that, and the third. This is what I think. I feel like you're absolutely correct. There's a good music recession. However, and you know this, but I'm saying this to the people watching. There's a whole bunch of artists out there that go punch a clock every day that are shooters on that mic that do their thing and upload their shit to Spotify, don't get no bread, be happy with their little numbers at the end of the year, post them. You know why? Because that's me. You know what I'm saying? I think that what needs to happen is the gap needs to bridge, and the legends need to come fuck with the niggas that's because Primo and them be playing these dudes, all like artists like myself, but I want to take myself out of it. I'm just using me as an example because I think that when the two come together, what that does is it boosts out this thing of ours. You know what I'm saying? Because it shows the factions. It shows it. Like it's just like you can't really get around it. Like it's like, oh wow, damn, okay, well, they working with this one, working with this one, working with that one. Man, there's certain artists, I ain't gonna say no names, but are legends that I love. You can't even get in contact with these people. And they not even Jay-Z status. They not even like certain statuses that you would think it really means something. These guys, you know, and then they act real brand new. You hit them up in the inbox, they leave you on scene. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And I think that's the problem. That's the problem. It's never the music, it's the attitudes.
Right. Well, with that bridging gap thing, I think it's before music and beyond music, right? I think it's more about the way people have been brainwashed to think. Our people, this is our music, so we brought that attitude into our music, right?
Yeah.
It's inside segregation. Yes. Segregating inside, which it may have happened in this, you know, before we even got here. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about amongst our people.
It's like the light skin, dark skin thing.
Right. Like, let me be better than the dude up the block. I don't understand why you need to be better than the dude up the block. You should just be the best you. And that'll be good enough. But that's just how it is. And then society make us feel a certain way. You know, I mean, growing up in Brooklyn, like the females made you feel a certain way if you wasn't driving, if you didn't have certain clothes. And then us guys, we made females feel a certain way if there wasn't shaped a certain way or if they didn't do certain things. So it's always that segregation. So that's what we got going on inside of this music, because any other music genre, there's nothing about young, old, right? Now, you can go to a Bruce Springsteen concert and there's 14-year-old kids there with their dad, and their dad is there with their dad. You know what I'm saying? It's generations in this room. But in hip hop, we can't get that. You know what I mean? I don't understand why, but I think it's before the music. I really think it's just the segregation in the way that we think as a people, bro. You know what I mean?
Well said. Well said. Yeah. And it's sad. It's sad. And the only way it's going to change is if people realize that this is what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to account for it first.
But if they realize it, bro, and change it, then there's no possible way that they could be the man in the room instead of being in a room full of men. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, there's no way I could be the man if everybody's on the same level. Our people don't think like that. Like right now, bro, we know, like I personally got so many millionaires in my phone, right? And they're all good when we have a one-on-one conversation. But I can't pull all of them together and we throw 200 million in the pot and we take care of our people. Even people that's trying to act like they're taking care of our people, they posting it online and they want to do it themselves. You see what I'm saying? Like you got people right now, and I just saw this, I'm not gonna call no names. But there's people like building like communities, for low income communities and stuff like that. But they want all the credit themselves. Even that is a form of segregation. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did this by myself, bruh. Nobody else helped me. I mean, it's just too much. It's too much that chest poking out kind of deal. Like, you think about it, if everybody walked through the room and everybody's fly, everybody's special, then nobody's really special.
Yeah.
And that's how people thinking. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the outsiders making you go. Like, I had this conversation with my boy Lays the other night, or last night actually, and he like, I'm talking to him about how I was doing an interview and listened to people talk about or ask questions about, so what you driving? So what kind of neighborhood you live in? What's your bank account like? That don't make or break me.
Fact.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not important. But people think, like, when I'm driving the Cadillac, right? Because that motherfucker's so pretty, people catch their eye, right? They go, wow, what's that? That's like a spaceship. But then when I'm in the Maybach or something, then it's like, oh my God, Jesus is coming down the block. I'm the same person in the Cadillac.
In the car, yeah.
You understand? I'm the same person. So, it's just how people are mentally designed, bro. It's hurting us. It's hurting us, man.
That shit is crazy. That shit is
man.
crazy. And yo, it's wild because, we got the OG Billy Danz in the building. I could go on all day sitting talking to Big Bro, but we got to get down to the business.
Let's do it.
I'm going to tell you what my favorite song is. And this is crazy because it is so, like, when you want to say, I'm talking soundtrack. Soundtrack. You know what I mean? So I whittled it down and I came to, and you probably wouldn't guess, but my favorite joint is Firing Squad.
The song.
Love it.
Yeah. The beat was so ridiculous. Oh God.
That record is
God.
Crazy.
Boom, 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 boom. Who did the beat? Oh Lord, I got to look it up. I got to find out who did the beat.
I think it was Primo.
Was it Primo? Yeah.
I think it was Primo.
Yeah,
it was
definitely.
Because y'all was fucking with Preem heavy on that album.
Yeah. Preem did that. Oh my God, that beat was ridiculous, yo. Yeah,
Yo,
that was
Tef set it off. It was funny because we was talking about Tef. Tef set it off.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Tef went crazy.
Nuts, like he always do. Nuts.
You too. You went. All of y'all. Fame. All of y'all. That
record. Yeah.
I'm getting chills, bro.
Damn, Firing Squad.
They don't tell him what we might do. Got them killers that don't like you. To the battlefield, so I'm like,
no, that was a mean record. I can remember the first time performing that record. Like, I was so hype, I almost passed out. That shit was nuts, yo. That shit came on, bro, and I was like, oh my God. Because I'd never heard it at a live show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I never heard it, and I never got the energy from the crowd for that particular record. And that's like me. Like, everything's brand new for me. You know what I'm saying? If it's brand new, it's brand new. I'm not going to front like, I always get that. When that record came on, bro, I lost my shit.
There you go. You remember? Do you remember the session, or do you remember when you heard the beat?
Now, I'm going to be 100% honest. Drowned in a lot of Hennessy at that time. Yeah. In D&D studio, it's really hard. I could tell you that I remember it, and I could tell you this whole story, but it'll be about when we recorded First Family. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be about, you know what I'm saying? So Drowned in Hennessy, I be fucked up. So I can't even give you the whole deal on that. But that time was perfect. Like, we were in a great, like, we were coming out of the bad space mentally, trying to get the cloud of extra hood off our back. Like, it seemed like it was fizzling away, meaning, you know what I mean? We didn't have to do certain activities as much as we was prior to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it felt like things was changing. Little paper started flowing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It felt good. It felt like we made it, or we're on our way. You know what I mean?
It was on Loud, right? It was on Loud.
Was that on
I think
Loud?
that was on Loud. I think it was. I think it was, man.
Nah, I think it was on Relativity. But in the song, I say we eject from Select, and now
the shit is
loud.
bumping. Woo, Fireman Squad, right? Back on the case.
So we were actually at that time, bro. We were actually supposed to sign to Loud. So that's why I put the line in there. We had the paperwork on the table, but we wound up going with Relativity. And at that time, The Rock was a pebble, and Jay and Dame would sit in the sessions every day and go, yo, come get down with us. As we were creating that album, yo, come get down with us. Come get that. It was just Jay and Dame. They didn't have, I hadn't even met Biggs. I don't even know if he was a part of the whole movement at the time. Not sure. And they had one little tiny office in the same building where Relativity was. So we wound up going with Relativity on that. So yeah, that joint was out, came out on Relativity.
Yo, he told homie, he said, I've already smacked the shit out your main man. I don't think you want no Static C automatically. What he said? Woo, bump something. Jesus Christ. Soundtrack. I'm trying to tell you, soundtrack.
Yeah, that was a big record.
Yo, that shit comes on, ain't no telling what could happen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
ain't no telling what we might do.
Ain't no telling what we might do. Yo, that shit is crazy. Salute.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you,
that's
bro.
Most definitely, that record's so Brooklyn, bro.
I'm really gonna play that as soon as we get off this joint, bro.
Jesus,
need that in my life.
Word up. So now the part everybody been waiting for. I told you my favorite song as a fan. Now to Billy Dance, it could, like I said, it could be a joint that never came out. It could be, a feature. It could be, a solo joint. It could be an MOP joint.
Right.
What's your favorite joint that you ever did?
Well, I'm not going to give you the typical answer and be like, it was the very first song we did because it's the first time I did that, which is all true. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
How About Some Hardcore? The very first song I ever did, the very first time I ever went to a studio and got a deal with half a song, right? But I'm not going to tell you that. What I'm going to tell you is there's a song on the To The Death album called Ring Ding, right? Ring ding, boom, 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 boom. DR bodied that beat. This was the third song that we did. Now keep in mind, I'm still fresh to a studio. I'm fresh off the corner, right?
Fresh.
This probably was my fourth time in the studio now. We had did How About Some Hardcore, we did Blue Steel, and then we was going to do Ring Ding.
Say what.
Ring Ding was so amazing to me because it was like, it's like our name rang bells. You know how the saying was. You know what I'm saying? Your name ain't ringing no bells, but our name was definitely ringing bells. I took so much pride in that record. And it's the one that felt amazing to me. It felt amazing to me, brother. And let me tell you where I got fucked up at. Before we even get the album out, Annie Up is moving. How About Some Hardcore is moving. So people are booking us for little shows here and there. Boom, boom, boom. So before, it was like the last night of getting the album done, right? To the Death album. We had just did a show. We was in Midtown Manhattan. We had a little office studio down there. So go to the office studio, whatever. We drinking, whatever. Just got off the stage. They're like, yo, you got to do your vocals to Ring Ding over. Right? Now, here's the twist to the story, bro. Because it was my favorite record, right?
Right.
But when they made me do the vocals over, I don't like the record no more. I love the feeling that I had from the beginning. because I was on this. I had just did a show, right? This is my second show. I don't know I'm not supposed to yell at the top of my lungs. Even though it seemed like that when you go to every MOP show, it seemed like I'm yelling at the top of my lungs, but I'm just projecting. I learned how to do that along the way. So I didn't know this in the beginning. I'm up there yelling, dude, I got no voice at all. They like, yo, you have to do the vocals over. The album got to be turned in the morning.
Shit.
Oh my God, bro. I'm mad as fuck. Still to the day, I will not listen to that record because I know those are not my original vocals. I haven't heard that song since 93. I won't listen to it. But I love it.
I gotta bump that shit. I gotta listen to it. Word up. So Ring Ding off the To the Death album.
Yep.
All right.
It was a statement.
That's Billy Dan. That's Billy Dan's favorite record.
Yeah.
Well, the original.
The original. Which no one will ever hear. Right.
That's crazy. Yo, that's so crazy. That is so crazy.
Yo, bro, you got to understand. Like, I felt ridiculous when they told me I had to do these vocals over.
Was it that bad though?
It was. You heard it bad? I didn't hear nothing bad about. Look, bro. Let's keep in mind, right? The very first time I was ever in the studio was when I did How About Some Hardcore, right?
Yeah.
I had never rapped that hard with so much aggression in my life, so I couldn't even finish the song. The very next week, we had a deal, right? With an unfinished song. So I don't have no control. So when I say no control over myself. So when I did Ring Ding, this is the third song. It's probably like 2 weeks later. But the vocals, in my opinion, was flawless, right? If you ask me,
what did Fame say? Fame liked it?
Fame, we loved it. But it was inside the mix. Now, remember, we didn't have all of this digital fixing shit, right? It was all raw music. You had to do it right. So maybe there was some flaws in it that I couldn't tell. You know what I'm saying? And they couldn't fix it in the mix. So they made me do the whole shit over right after a show, bro. I was like, fuck, Lays and DR. They like, yo, come on, you got. I'm like, fuck. And I'm a hot-headed young dude, so I'm like, man, fuck out of here. I'm giving them hell. But I'm like, damn, I got to do it because the album got to get turned in tomorrow. So, but I and there's no way I could find the original because it was on a cassette, right? It was on a cassette or on the 2-inch. So there's no way
the 2-inch. It's not on the original. They didn't have DATs yet. It wasn't DAT.
No,
no, not yet.
We had DATs, but it wasn't on a DAT. It was on a 2-inch. Damn, bro. Oh man, yeah. Look, I'm fucking depressed now, man. Look, I'm depressed now, bro.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
That was my favorite story, bro. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, yo, big bro, I appreciate you for stopping through and telling us what your favorite song was. You know what I mean? I'm more than a fan, man. I'm a super fan. You know what I mean? Brother. And much blessings, much success. I'm tuned in. I'm tapped in. Everything that's going on.
Thank
Love
you,
you, big bro.
Thank you, family. I appreciate it. All right.
Yes, sir.
Stay up, bro. I'm gonna make sure I get all them records to you too, man, from the re-listening session. I'm gonna make sure you get them all.
No doubt. Please do. All right, bro.
Thank you, bro.